Welcome back to Pree Dis. You don't know, I'm your host Naldo and this week we're in St. Ann. As usual, you don't know, we have interviews, features, the top 10 chart and so much more. So hang tight as the show starts right now. He recently released the new album entitled Reverse the Curse, which is doing so well because it's topping many charts. We now check in with Richie Stephens to tell us more about this project.
Everybody sing along now. Reverse the curse to where it's coming from, yeah. Turn it back as fast as you can.
So Reverse the Curse is a 14-track inspirational album. I decided to write an album to kind of sing about personal experiences, to sing about my blessing, sing about the struggles, sing about the different avenues or structures of my life. Valley was one of the songs that came out first, and when I see how that song resonated with people, how people really felt about the lyrical content, I decided to go on further. So I came with a song called Reverse the Curse. And again, that song resonated very powerfully with people. So I just decided to create some songs that will speak to people in that manner. Because we're going through a time where some people find it hard to cope. I'm not telling a lie. You know, since the COVID and all of the other things that is going on and how life gets difficult.
You say anything them set up and a cook up and a plan up, we go mash you up. Tumble down pandey. Beg the Lord, say the perils and the jeopardy and wickedness them plan come crashing.
What has the feedback and the response been towards the project since it has been released?
All right, so I just got back from an album release tour. We're not yet finished. We did about three cities in Florida: Fort Lauderdale, Port Charlotte, and Orlando. And we're back in Jamaica to kind of finish up some commitments here, and then next weekend we're off to America again to continue in New York, Connecticut, Boston, Philly, and a couple other states. So the feedback is excellent. Why? Because we have 2 songs out that people know from the album, and there's a 3rd song called Born Blessed, which we just launched the video. Whoa, it's just amazing. Again, people love the video.
Are you surprised at the response you've been getting?
I've been in music long enough to know that when you dedicate yourself to a project or to music itself and you put in all the work, I'm not surprised, because I expect that my hard work will reach the people. So now that it reached the people and there's responding to me in such a positive way, I can't say I'm surprised, I'm just grateful.
Producers that you worked with on the album and musicians.
Okay, so you know it go. We work with some of the best. I like to surround myself with some of the best talents. Sly Dunbar and Lenky, Dean Fraser and his aggregates of horn players, Utney Lewis, the great Courtney Panton, Galaxy, Wacko, all of the top people.
Valleys will teach you lessons that hilltop knows nothing about.
I thank God every day to bless me with the love of music. I love music, and that is one of the reasons why I managed to stay. People ask me all the time, Richie, tell us the secret of the longevity that you have going on or whatever. I say, there's no real secret in it. I just love music. Music does so much for me. I earn from music, but that's not the only good thing about music for me. Music gives me comfort. So with that love of music and always investing in music, I'm always having 15, 20, 30 songs that I'm working on and they're new. I'm not talking the rest that I have put on, the other few hundreds. I'm talking at any given time I have 20, 30 songs that I just did in the last 3 months.
Friends them when you're caught up in adversity. That's at the college where your knowledge grew extensively.
Because I like to be challenged. And nowadays we know say hit songs are easy to come by. Or to get your songs played to become a hit.
That is
one
true.
of the most difficult things.
But
so,
you managed to navigate.
well, that's just my nature. Having my studio not only allow me to be creative, it makes me comfortable. Because right now, to time around with all the crime and violence everywhere and the different people that you don't know who this man is or who that man is, I wouldn't feel comfortable to travel up and down around the place at different studios like before. You understand? Let's face it, we're in a different time now.
But when you got blessed, you know that it make you fearless. Yes.
It's 14 inspirational tracks. I want people to listen to the lyrical content of the album. And that is one of the most compelling thing based on what people are telling me. Them love, valleys will teach you lessons hilltop knows nothing about. You understand? Those lines are lines that I think about very long and hard about. Reverse the Curse. The songs are connecting all over the world. You know, I mean, Reverse the Curse is a big song in Brazil right now, which kind of surprised me, because I never know that. I've been to Brazil before. I had a song that was #1 down there, and I went on a tour, and they're into lovers rock. Reverse the Curse is not a lovers rock, it's a semi-gospel inspirational song, and the kind of impact that it's having in Brazil, I'm really surprised about that, but give thanks at the same time.
God is my fortress, 'cause when you got blessed.
I am kind of out of my comfort zone with this album. Everybody know me as a lovers rock man, who mostly known for lovers rock songs. But at the same time, I also have a few cultural, uplifting, spiritual songs as well. Back in the past, I mean, Get On Up, Stand Up, Fight Back is one of my biggest songs done with Garnet Silk. Born as a Winner. So I'm still no stranger to the rootical part of the music. But when I was writing this, putting these songs together and find that it's only one love song on it. And that was a bit challenging, because it means now I'm gonna have to think out of my comfort zone to come up with these lyrics that is real, that can convince people, say, it's just on my heart there, and that this me really I say. So that was a bit challenging.
Right now I'm mightier than ever. The more them fight me out, the stronger I get.
And that was Richie Stephens talking about his brand new album. Big up yourself once more, Richie, and we wish you all the best with this new project. Coming up is the Up Next segment. He's a music producer and he goes by the name Crazy Russian. Let's hear what makes him musical in this week's Up Next segment.
Wait, step out in a me black and yellow. Billy get a call for me sell out.
How did you get involved in music? How did it start for you?
Alright, to be honest, it's like music, it's in my family. My grandfather used to be a musician. My uncle is a musician. Even my nephew is a musician, the same. So it's just in the family blood, to be honest. So growing up, from I was a kid, I like listening to music and stuff like that. Going to school, listening to music. I've always been a fan of music. Alright, I grew up in the countryside, Westmoreland, and I attended Rossi's High School, and I ended up leaving school at 10th grade.
Me, conquer the world, Galileo. Sing me, sing, bad man, no play cello. Bad man, clean.
How does your mom now feel about you getting into music? Obviously you want to make her proud.
Definitely, I can tell right now, she's very proud right now, very proud of what I'm doing, and she's just wishing me all the best, to be honest.
Were you self-taught or were you trained along the journey?
Well, you can say both, because there's a lot of things I taught myself, and a lot of things I learned from other people the same.
What do you love or enjoy most about producing music and building beats?
Alright, to me, what I really enjoy the most, working with the professional people, like artists, producers, production team, anybody. Like, I like working with people that knows the professional work, so I can learn from it.
And bad man clean every day. Whoop. And you know we get a new girl every day. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bad man don't play. Whoop.
I learn a lot of things, but I get to find out, like, the same people who say no, they're the same one that will come and say yes once they see the project blasting or they see you put out a work and it's firing. But like in the beginning, the starting part of the process, like a lot of people will turn you down.
Does that motivate you to continue to push?
Yeah, even motivate me to create my own studio. You get me? And other things the same, like even motivate me to try to do things on my own.
I said, Chen, me no in a follow back. Take with me visa, that no really matter.
I'm really new in the business, so I don't think I get to express myself to the people as much as I really want as yet. But I can tell them we have a lot of work putting in, we have a lot of things coming, we have a lot of new projects. The track is called Black and Yellow. First of all, big up Beanie Man himself, anyway I'm there right now. The track is Black and Yellow and it's produced by Rain Records, that's me. The music video is shot by Logic's Visual, and the mixing of the song is done by Red Boom Super Mix.
Me pop me shot color, Benji. Bad man clean every day. Come, how you know we get a new girl every day?
I want to big up the friends for real. Benji, big up yourself and know it go. I want to big up to a whole heap of people. Everybody will make the whole thing possible. Believe me. Big up to Beanie Man again, the same. And everybody, you know, whole heap of respect and strength for the support and everything.
Girl, them a rush me like a harbor shark. Up in my brain, Campari start talk.
We're now in Buckfield St. Ann and it's time for our Mixmaster segment. So let's hear the story of DJ Kurt Riley.
Early morning low, she get it good from she rise. But put it on so good and make she shake off she ties. Smile upon her face, me know she pleased with this eyes. Come in a ramping with them, girl, I roll out them eyes.
Kurt Riley, good to have you this week on our Mixmaster segment. How did your musical journey begin?
Weird. That's how I can describe it. Weird. My mom was a nurse. My father, singer, songwriter, producer. And for some strange reason, I was just drawn to music. So when Daddy would travel, he would bring music from other parts of the world. The man they run out passport like so, you know. The man they book passport, when you look on it, like so. Like you can't take it one and go so, you have to go so. So imagine the place that made him travel. So he would always bring music from different places, culture. Bring it to the house and I hear them. He had a record store. He used to go down there. And he produced music. So I follow him all the while. So especially like when I started to go to KC. I started out kind of good, coming from Woolman's Prep. Being around Daddy with the production and then follow him to the dance hall and the sound systems and meeting the Stone Loves and the Geminis and a freak and some other people. And I'm just there looking in them because I'm not supposed to be there. I'm too young. I'm not supposed to be around none of these things. I'm supposed to be home by 3 o'clock at the homework. Eat my dinner by a certain time and go on my bed. But I find myself itch up beside my daddy.
What was the first event that you played at as a DJ?
It was the year 2000. At a club called Club 2000. I was working on Fame. And I play at night time. Nobody not really listen to me.
Every girl. But pretty girl, I feel your time this again.
I used to play a sound at Nannyville. And then take on some uptown things and way. But where Fame is concerned now, can you tell me I play all the Garrison them, you know? All both. So when I got the call, I was surprised that this, I don't call it a company, I call it an entity, because at the time when certain people call you, it speaks in volume. So first of all, whenever I chat me, I get chopped. So I think I had a very vague conversation with this woman, and then she called back again and then we talk and said she want me to, they're doing a boat party and they want me to play alongside a DJ called Squeeze. Me say, me.
Which do you enjoy most, playing at an event or working on the radio?
About that, weird question again, because I remember one time on the radio playing, and I could have swear me look on 3,000 people in front of me. And Francois came to the studio, came down and said, "Yo, is radio on, you know? Take time, just calm down." Because I'm in the AC in there, it's supposed to be cold, I'm in there sweat like crazy, man. I jump on a gusso. I literally seeing 3,000 people in front of me, so it's like I found myself playing for who I was seeing in my brain, forgetting says radio in my depan. So I had to try and strike a balance with radio and party. So sometimes I don't feel a difference.
You're the father of 4. Has becoming a father made you more responsible?
In the long run, yes. And I'm going to tell you why, because I became a father pretty early. And when you have a certain age, just do certain things, you get what I say? But luckily for me, I had my first 2 kids were grown by me and their mom alone. It was aunties, it was cousins, it was police, it was soldier, it was man in the streets. One time it was Beanie Man, it was my next door neighbor Trevor Figueroa. So there were a lot of adults around me, and I had no choice over time but to change.
Take your time with the body, darling, not on a 6:30 because you're back in man. Sit down for this, 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 sit down for this.
So you're now at Bridge FM. Musically, what do you have coming up, production-wise?
Boy. Working with new talents, definitely, and I have a project to drop, a reggae project which features an artist by the name of Tafina, who is Pam Hall's daughter, 2 17-year-old youth from Portland. You're not gonna believe what I'm gonna say on the radio, but it's nice. It also has Julia Kelly on it, Julian Marley, and Jesse Royal. Then I have an instrumental album that I dedicate to my father. Party sweet, listen out for the dancehall single there. Happy dancehall, me say. Ding Dong, Titimus, Camara Flavor, and Voicemail. 4 artists, 1 record, 1 Jambian music.
On the flip side of the break, it's time for food on Panda Fire.
For this week's Panda Fire segment, we traveled all the way to Summerfield in Clarendon to see what's cooking over by Open Flames Cook Shop. How long have you been with the business?
8 years.
8 years. How has it been over the 8 years for you?
It's good, you know. Yeah.
So pretty much you've been here from pretty much the inception of the business.
Yes.
What do you enjoy most about being in the kitchen?
Enjoy. Enjoy nice, like, you know, come support and buy food and, you know, and stuff.
So you're the man who creates all the magic in the kitchen. Talk to me about that.
Yes, like we can do all the curry and bean, goat head, oxtail, fried chicken, soup pork, and sliced fish.
What do you think brings the customers back all the time? Why do they keep coming back?
Well, the food is nice and cooked good, clean.
So which days are you open here?
We're open from Monday to Saturday.
How has the community of Summerfield embraced the business? Have they supported the business a lot?
Yes, good.
But do you also have other customers, like people driving by or people from out of the area?
Pass by same way.
How much of a community involvement is the restaurant here in Summerfield?
Give back same way to the community.
You mentioned some menu items earlier. Which is the most popular dish among the customers here?
Yeah, most of the people love them fried chicken. Yeah, most people love fried chicken, but they love them stew pork.
How did you get involved in food? Were you self-taught or were you professionally trained?
Self-taught.
Yeah. How did your passion for food develop?
Grandmother always teach me how to cook. So from this on, I just love the cooking.
After the break, the Angel tells us all about her 2009 hit, Stronger. In 2009, the Angel scored a chart-topping hit with Stronger, which changed the course of her career for the better. Let's hear all about the backstory of this song in our Feel Culture segment.
This is the Angel, the lady of dancehall, reggae and dancehall music of Pee culture. And so, when I heard the song, I'm like, wow. I did some tweaking to it. I'm like, wow. I went in the studio the same time because it narrates my life and everything I go through. And I never knew, because I always said, because before Stronger I did Blaze. And Blaze definitely kind of opened the doors for me in terms of showcasing my modeling, letting women feel confident about themselves, and that's how I wanted to feel. And then came Stronger.
The angel, the anger, that's my name. I float away stress, I float away pain, I float away hurt.
Stronger has definitely, gave me a lot of respect in this industry, in this space, because a lot of men were coming at me. Women were coming at me too, and I had to stand strong. And people can relate to you when you are strong. They will beat you down in the waist when they turn up strong. They're going to say, all right then, you have to accept her. So Stronger was my acceptance song. It has helped a lot of people to believe in themselves and can rise from any situation and what comes me. The song was produced by Sons of Spoon Records, and the song was recorded by Danny Champagne Studios. May his soul rest in peace. At the time we were doing a lot of work together. So yeah, that's where the magic happened.
Hey, my lady, be wise and be smart. When you build a mind to join, you must build a mind to part. When you give your all to men.
That song Stronger has definitely let the world start looking at me in a different light. It went, I think, #1 in New York on some charts over there, the New York charts. It went #1 on all TV stations, RETV. I started getting a lot of corporate attention. I got signed. I got so much deals. I got Ray and Nephew signed me to do G-Force. I was signed with Coca-Cola. And it was just an amazing time for me. And it's a blessing, yeah.
I'm a woman and a lady to the fullest. But to most, give thanks to the coolest.
Okay, how curious, this has brought us to the end of this week's episode of Pree Dis. But don't worry on yourself, we'll be back next week. I'm your host, Naldo, and see you then.